jump into this.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are you? You guys look fresh, looking fresh.
We
But
are.
where my fever is gone now.
Okay, then. Let's start. I know. Let's start for this Thursday guild. Thursday discussion will be start from the old business. It's from me. It's about the smart MPP paper. I think we already discussed about this before. And wait, the thing is, I'm going to have we already evaluated Chandra's in last week, previous week, right? Chandra's OKR using a smart method. So that I am actually now creating a presentation about the smart MPP itself for to discuss to explain to the entire teams about applying this to the next month OKR. So the first MPP about the presentation is gonna be today, holding here in Jogja base with all the test interns and all the team in here. So yeah, that's the I guess the follow up from me about that one. So maybe is there any other question or discussion about the smart method? Yes, sir.
All right. I went ahead and took the initiative of introducing your method to the squad leads and the chapter leads and asked them to actually get people to start using it in February. I think the results are pretty positive. Most people who have seen it agree that it is a more effective method. So, so yeah, it's we're distributing that out for you. And
Okay.
yeah. So please continue driving it. It'll still need some time before we get adoption. But I've made this one of my OKRs for sharpening the saw
Sure.
for
Yes.
February.
Okay, thank you, sir. And another point is from Pita about promotion review.
Yeah, it's actually scheduled tomorrow. So I
Mm-hmm.
haven't had any update because the schedule will be tomorrow.
Hmm. Okay, then would you like to go back about the result to us about this one?
Saturday.
Okay, then, Mr. Secretary, would you please mention Pita to get back to us on Saturday about this one?
Yep. Okay. So I will move that to Saturday. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Then go to the next. Old business is basically about promotion review. Also, let's see. Okay, so the promotion review is there any updates from this particular people? Maybe
Uh,
Krishna
from
or
Rizky,
Dani?
from Rizky, is it updated already or confirmed about the salary or the packages that he is getting? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's also confirmed that Rizky is proposing review for lead first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Rizky is on the way. Gani, have you put in your um, thoughts, sir? Okay. So
Yep.
then today I will put the schedule on everyone's on the committee and also the advisory so that we can have the review. And
When will it be, Pita? Most likely
yeah, today
for Dani.
I will look up for the schedule first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then for Trishna, Trishna is still so a few days ago he asked me if it is okay for him to finish a promotion review paper after he finished after he reached his target this month. He just waited for like 6 more leads.
Okay. Okay then. So go to the next one maybe. It's from me about the probation milestone. So, Mr. Secretary, would you please open the paper? Probation milestone. So basically, it's just like also an MVP of one particular roles. Because to I want to be like more specific. So I've talked to Cynthia. Like, what do you expect from a candidates? Like in the first 3 months, right? And then I talked to her like, maybe LI is something too much to expect maybe for probation time. I'm not sure, but so far that I made the template is like PCI, second month PCI, PGI, and then third month with the LI. But then I don't know. I'd like to put it on the floor whether you guys think this is like the correct metrics for probation. Is it necessary to put LI on the probation time or not? So yeah, maybe starting from Pita.
I think yeah, because what I understood by LI is actually you lead yourself, right? Like if you don't have like a capacity to lead on yourself, how are you going to put put everything together, like because this is like what you embody as a person. It doesn't necessarily mean like as a leader you empower others, but empower yourself first.
Okay, okay. And also, sir, maybe I'd like to ask first about the metric. You said LI also like needs to be considered on the probation time.
Let's go ahead and take a quick look at LI, shall we? So
Yeah.
the LI is basically ownership over core values. They have a good core value fit, role fit, ownership characteristics, and the ability to demonstrate great follower abilities, guidance and mentorship, owning their personal development, and owning their training. Okay, so I support Uta's statement that needs to be a leader of themselves at least in the very beginning. And in fact, I would even argue that's probably more important than anything else. If they show no good core value fit, no good role fit,
Yeah,
they
sure.
complain, they say, "Hey, look, I don't know what's going on here. I can't do it." I think that's a good sign that they're probably not even ready. So I would move LI up to
First month.
yeah, I would move it up to the first one.
I see. Okay. Okay, then so the metrics for the first month should PCI and LI, and then second month PCI, PGI, LI, and third month would be, is it like the same metrics or? Okay, yes, Vita.
Yeah, I would agree that if we put LI since the first, because on probation or on training, people are actually under learning bonus, right? Meaning that if they're actually learning that they own their own self development, that's why like LI is there, like how we can count on the learning bonus itself. Because if they don't get the learning bonus twice, then they're out, right? So it means like they need to embody this LI.
I see. Okay then. So yeah. So as you guys already see that in the first month, so in each month, of course, I give this 3 point that we always seek, like is the candidate growth mindset, bias to action, and self learner. And it shouldn't be just detected by the quality of the work, but also like the person itself, the characteristic, like what attached to the candidate. So in that case, I always put 3 things to be ticked in each month that he's being evaluated. Like it could be like in first month, they showed a good high bias to action, but then second month might be like downgrade and things. So we can actually track the progress also. So that's why I put it in each month. And then like for the more specific things that I've been discussing with Cynthia, it's different. Like first month they have to be like able to handling inquiries, and answering WhatsApp and things like that. And then like second month, it's gonna be more complex. Like it has this person should able to like do cross selling and everything. And then third month is going to be more complex. So yeah, in that case, is there any further discussion or opinion about what to add on this thing? Yes, Vita.
If we put like able to cross sell and everything, isn't that more into PCC then?
Into what?
Like able to cross sell, alteration and things. I think if we take a look at the career metrics, that's more into PCC, right?
PCC.
Mm.
Um, I think PCC is more on like in here based on what I read is create new workflows, evaluate critics SLA, and thoughtfully assign a KPI to the
Mm.
SLA. Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's the thing. I believe that PCC work will evolve over time, and PCI will evolve over time. So things that can be more complex, I think when more people do it, it starts moving to PCC. So, for example, something that we're looking now should be more PCI work. It's kind of routine. And unless we want to stagnate their craft, we want to say, okay, this craft will never evolve. It will just always stay the same. But okay, at the moment, what maybe we can do is we ask the chapters to just put down what they consider PCI work, what they consider PCC work, and what they consider PCE work, which I think they have actually, right?
Yeah, they did
All right.
already.
So we don't have like a a bucket yet, right? Of what specific tasks or what specific
Yeah.
sort of visions are going to be considered that. It would be nice to have that, but okay.
Okay, so then maybe I'd like to put on a motion. I will try to make my for part of my OKR, yeah, motion to make a specific task for each roles for this probation milestone for let's say online guest support, content, and what else? Human resource chapter. So it will be like more specific, like PCIs, what they're exactly doing. Do I have a second on that motion? Okay, seconded by Jing. All in favor
Oh,
to
discussion.
support. Oh, is there any further discussion about it? Yes, sir.
Can this be like a mini promotion review each month for a new candidate?
For new candidate.
Right. So what I'm thinking is maybe it's a mini promotion review. So maybe
For what?
it's like a mini promotion review. So it's like a micro
Yeah,
promotion
yeah, yeah.
each month,
Yes, yes.
and maybe we could just use a template that we made for the promotion review. That way it's almost
Yeah,
consistent. It's like people are seeing promotion reviews every month, and there should be
yes.
no surprise, right?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
like
They
that.
will be familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So that the template would be maybe the same, but like the content, that of course is gonna be different, right? So yeah, that's the thing that I'm going to make. And I motion maybe just try to make 2 to 3 chapters first for this February, just like yeah, see if it works. Okay, so yeah, Mr. Yeah, okay, then I'll put it on my OKR. And then
Vote,
yeah,
vote,
so maybe yes, sir.
vote.
Oh yeah. All in favor on this motion, please raise your hand. Okay, so motion passed.
Maybe we can
Thank
put
you.
this into Lucifer,
Lucky OGS ya.
a host.
Okay, starting from kapan?
He started last Monday.
Okay, so just a week, right? Okay, I'll make. Okay, so go to the next point. Oh, we're going to the new business now. Let's discuss about Squad 4. Okay, so this is was a discussion that actually we already started on the last guild, but we'd like to actually rediscuss again because it hasn't finished yet based on the last guild. We got 2 requests by Gani. Basically, the first one is about that. They need an on-site host. Based on what I get back to Gani and asking like, what exactly you mean by you need an on-site host? And then he said that, well, it doesn't always have to be somebody that stays in Nusa Penida the entire month, but like maybe like in a week, maybe goes there for a couple of days, I'm not sure, or like 2 weeks in a month. So yeah, basically they asked for on-site host. And then the second request is basically about Squad 4 needing somebody to guidance for making OKR and things like that. And as already advised by Jing, I think I could actually explain about the SMART method to help Gani for the second request. Okay, so also like the things that we discussed about Squad 4 in the previous sync up was apa? Squad lead, apa ya? I forgot, right? So yeah, maybe I like to start from continue about that conversation first. So what do you guys think about that particular idea on having a squad lead for Squad 4? Starting from Pita.
What's the question again? What's the idea on?
Idea on having a squad lead. Like I'm not sure whether shall we like push asking for who wants to lead, or we keep waiting. But the fact on keeping on waiting on who is going to be the squad lead is, I don't think it's gonna solve the problem itself, because they even aware that they need a squad lead. So in that sense, what do you think is best thing to do?
What we did in squad one, actually we vote, like everyone put names, like everyone in the squad.
One person put one name,
Mm.
and then after like there are so many candidates, and they just vote for.
Yeah, who has the highest number, who got the highest number.
Okay, sir.
Two questions. One, isn't Gani the lead?
Yeah, he's currently like trying learning a leader.
But he doesn't want to do this permanently, right?
I think he wants.
So that we can be sharp and then.
Why are you surprised, sir?
Okay. Because why are we asking about putting in a squad lead if Gani already
Wait,
wants
your
to?
voice is actually echoing. Like not.
There's a lot of rain here right now. Oh, wait. Hey Google, turn off. Hey Google, turn off the flood fan. It's really heavy rain.
Mm,
Yeah, it's raining like crazy. You want to see?
Raining?
Yeah, it's like. Sorry. Only shows you.
I see. I thought you have the mic that can actually delete all the noise. But okay.
How about that?
Yes, that's nice. That's
All right,
nice.
let's go.
Oh Lord.
Okay. I guess the first question is, does Gani want the role?
I think so. He's been actively asking about that.
Okay, great. Then it's his role. Then I mean, like, if people got to ask the question, then they must not be sure whether or not he's the real lead. So if Gani wants the role and nobody else is let's say championing themselves for the role, then we have a squad lead in training. Kind of like the way we had Alvin be squad lead in training. So
Mhm.
he can be senior content, kind of like Alvin. Alvin's senior air support and squad lead in training, right? And in Gani's case, that could be it. Generally speaking, no group should be leaderless. Like you've seen movies where like, I don't know if you guys watch war movies, but if the leader dies, then the remaining group has to pick a new leader immediately. And it cannot be like where nobody knows who the leader is. So I think in this particular case, if you have a leaderless situation, then somebody must nominate. You start a nomination.
Yeah, kok cracking. Freezing, sir.
Jing aja kan yang freezing ya?
Iya, I think so. Kamu lancar sih. Ada apa?
Are we?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I think in this case, wherever we have like a leaderless situation, then the team itself needs to start a nomination process to find a new leader. So they go, okay, I nominate this person to be lead for the next, acting squad lead or acting whatever until there's a permanent role. Now, sometimes I think the role makes the person, like Alvin's case, right? And in some cases, also Risky's case too as well. We've seen that the absence of leadership actually forms a leader from the person who steps up. So who knows? Maybe they like it and they'll decide to stay. But it is much easier, I think, to promote from within than to hire somebody from the outside and rotate through, especially for what we do. I'm not sure what. Yeah, it's a little bit tough. Okay, so that's my call on finding leaders. If that helps.
Okay. So in that case, then can needs to be somebody from HR to actually encourage that. So do you think it is necessary, like for whether it's me or Vita, to actually talk to the squad that, hey guys, you should consider to actually pick up the leader as soon as possible, which is it's gonna be like February. People are going to vote and everything. So by the end of February, we already have the names.
Yeah, I think that's good. Just tell them what the process is and set the expectations correctly. So it might not be a permanent squad lead. Just call it an acting squad lead. So
Interim.
therefore,
Okay.
and
Okay.
the whole point of rotational leadership is so that everybody, should the day actually arrive, be ready for some leadership. That's why we switch chairs on meetings and do this so that there's kind of some leadership consciousness. So delegate the squad to do it. It's really their business to find their own leader. They really shouldn't. I mean, only in drastic case where they should come to HR to ask for a new leader. Most of the time, it doesn't work when you get a new leader who doesn't know the context of the story. Okay. All right. Who do you think should do that?
Ara froze.
Everyone froze.
Me too?
No. Okay. Just all right then. Yo, what's up? This is DJ Jing on the mic on a rainy day here in Bali, coming to you live from Japan.
Is it a long rain, sir?
It's a long rain. It just started. It's a heavy rain though. It's like just coming down.
Over here, it's been raining heavily last night, like with the thunder.
Really?
Mm.
Hey, I just found out something interesting. It's called the Indian Ocean Dipole.
What is that?
It's the Indian Ocean Dipole. So on the west side of the Indian Ocean is Africa, and the east side is Indonesia and Australia. And so what happens is every hi Ara, welcome back. Okay, we're talking about Indian Ocean Dipole. Okay, back to you, Ara. Who do you think should lead this then? Who needs to tell Squad 4?
I could, because I've been the one that getting the the voice on what's up and what needs to be done. So I think I could have like discussion with the squad. Maybe in the next sync up. Next sync up would be kapan ba? Thursday. Tuesday. Or Friday. Yeah, they're going to have like a squad sync up tomorrow, so I'm not probably drop these ideas at the squad sync up tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. So the result from this one that we need is that by the end of February, we already have the candidates for squad lead. Is that correct? Okay. And then like one of the things that I like to ask you guys is that like if once we have the name, like for example whoever, for example me, I'm gonna be like squad lead. How long do you guys think that we need to see the performance whether this candidate is capable of doing a squad lead or not? It's like probation time 3 months or 3 months. I see. Okay. So by the end of the February, it's gonna be like there's a name, and then we are going to like start to evaluate and observing about this one candidate as a squad lead for the next 3 months. Is that correct?
Yeah. But wait,
Okay, then.
does it take like 1 month to choose the leader, Ara?
Enggak sih, like it's just a week maybe or yeah. So like by tomorrow I'm going to like drop the ideas, and then like next week I already got a name, and then we start to evaluate for the next 3 months, right? From
I think what can be done is like from squad 1 what we did after we chose, and then we collect like all the expectations for the squad lead. So
I
you will
see.
know as
So
well
it's gonna be okay. So it's gonna be like but that's after the vote, right? After the candidates being chosen, right?
so you
Okay.
you will know as well like what needs to be evaluated for the next 3 months.
Mm, I see. Yeah. Basically, like ini kan probation milestone that we just made, right? So like first month, what squad needs to be achieved. Second month, third month. Okay. Okay. Then that's about that. Is there any other discussion about this situation on squad 4? No. Okay then.
My question maybe, so since the person that is nominated for squad lead and also I mean this is the same since Gani is about to do the promotion review for senior on content. So does it mean that the next 3 months Gani will have another promotion review as
Yes.
squad lead?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Because it's two different things, right? People. Yes, sir. Do you have
Um,
anything?
Also, just to keep expectations correct, I very rarely have seen someone become fully capable squad lead within 3 months.
Hmm.
Um, it's probably more of a six. I very rarely have seen anyone capable of becoming a fully competent and capable squad lead within 3 months. It typically takes
Okay.
3 months just to practice learning how to organize people and do all the remaining stuff. So that can be tough. Um, Also, it might be a little bit heavy for Gunny, and he needs to. Well, actually, it's okay. I think he can be senior content and squad lead because it's more of a management role over time than actually a PCI role. So then it's really up to us to hire some more content people so that he can still manage his duties.
Okay.
That being said, I
Okay
think
then.
result is
So
due to promotion review as well, no?
I would agree.
yeah, yeah. Result promotion review should be after Gani, right?
Or he can start to
As soon as Gani administered. Sure, I can put that. So maybe so Secretary Wichus also put up my name, mention me for taking care of results promotion review. Yes, sir.
About this, also, I wanted to discuss. Um, is this possible?
Um, that's the case that I've been talking to him. Like, I don't even know somebody that wants to actually do entire
Right.
full in Nusa Penida. So then he negotiate with me like, okay, then it doesn't have to be like in a month, but like it has to be like 2 weeks in a month maybe that they are able, which is also
What
kind
are they
of
doing
hard.
for the other 2 weeks?
What?
What would they be doing for the other 2 weeks?
Um, Young and get
Air
support,
support.
air support.
So then we would have 3 people doing online guest support for Squad 4.
Yeah, because basically I also talked to Cynthia that she needs another online guest support that would be better because yeah, because
Is that
Novi
working
is
out?
doing part time, right?
I see. Okay,
I
got it.
but yeah, like yeah, seems like maybe because of I don't know. Yeah, I have like do because I don't exactly know the situation in Bali, like or how she works, but like based on the working time, I don't think it's entirely effective to help and support itself because of the part-time things. That's what I heard.
I will
I
have
haven't seen Novi at all.
I will have a discussion with Novi at 1 p.m. today, so I will update you all on it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. What, sir?
I
What
haven't
were
seen
you
Novi
about
at
to
all
say,
here.
sir?
I've very rarely have seen Novi here.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, just really not sure. It's kind of yeah,
Mm.
not present.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, from me myself, what I'm observed, like I don't know, I'm not in Bali, but like what I'm observed is that Cynthia's beat. So like even though I don't know the apa pembagian, what is
Share.
how they divide the work. I'm not sure. Yeah, the shares, but I saw how she's still like overwhelmed and everything. So like, I mean, in that case, I think Novi is like it's something that I even observed myself. Then I asked, I confirmed to Cynthia like, yeah, Ara, it's actually quite hard to match the schedule and everything. It's quite because the part time things is not really helping for online guest support and things like that. So yeah.
Where's Dista?
Oh yeah, I love that girl, but this guy is doing thesis right now. I think yeah.
Okay. How long before she finishes?
We never actually know about that, sir. I mean, like things can like if you asked every students in my major, like how when are you going to finish it? No one knows because like it really depends on the lecturer. So yeah, that's the case. Well, we do have targets, but like can be like apa missed because of
think so. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Open-ended.
Yeah. Okay, so then I think we covered everything about the discussion on Thursday, but we still have 30 minutes for another discussion. So, do you guys have anything to bring up on this discussion?
Thunder.
Oh my god, really? I thought
Thunder?
something fell.
Yeah, that was a thunder clap.
How was it? Just
Oh,
Yeah.
I like to. Okay, just kalian dulu deh. What, Vita? Do you have anything to discuss?
not
I
that
do.
Oh, okay, sir. Yeah, we go first.
That silly M-Pay Pay business with Budian is getting boring. I think I'm just going to use a credit card and pay that.
I know, right?
She's like kind of a retard, right? Like it's just like I sent you the correct one after I sent you the wrong one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Who is
I
Budian?
don't understand this. Job Street.
Yeah. Job Street sales rep.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
a question actually.
Yes.
Apa? Yes.
Regarding ini sir, hiring foreigners like so when we hired Kuldeep, so did he actually came to Indonesia with a return ticket or how did it work?
Oh, actually, good question. I don't think so, actually. I think it came on an open-ended ticket, but he had a business visa, so that's okay.
So how is it like? How do we issue a business visa from us? Because we
Oh,
need
it's pretty simple. They just need to go to their embassy, or they need to go to their country, to the Indonesian embassy, and apply. And our visa agent will have the form already ready or something. So I don't know why that takes care of that through the visa agent, but they just need to go to the embassy and fill out a few forms, and it's pretty much done. Yeah.
Okay. So meaning that we can send them the invitation letter, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure how the process works.
And
But
we
yeah,
sponsor
Yeah.
the visa, right? I mean, like, as we're stating that this person working for us.
yeah, that's it.
Because yesterday I had a call with Dan, the IT applicant, and then he actually already asked to the embassy and everything, and also, I mean, he did a lot of things in advance already, so that's why I also
Right.
catch up. So I will just discuss with Mo then yeah about that.
Okay, sounds good. Fantastic. Thanks for being proactive. So we'll get the job set up then, Ara, basically. Too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Also follow up about Sharif, sir. I haven't replied on your text, but I already see earlier this morning that he didn't get back to you.
No, Sharif got back to me. So we had a phone call. His dad has a shipping business and it's being investigated for whatever taxes right now. So he needs to step in, fill in the family business. So he won't be coming for the moment. But he said as soon as this is done, he'll pick it back up. And he wanted to call and tell me that. So Sharif probably won't be. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
Okay, then we're just gonna drop that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's serious and he wants to do it as soon as this thing finishes. But I wouldn't sit around and hope for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to look for other candidates. But yeah, who knows? Maybe cold feet.
Okay. Okay. So what else? Yeah. Is there anything to discuss? Like you see, do you guys have an yes sir?
Oh yeah, LinkedIn. We the job's up now, so there's. Hey, we're doing good progress on LinkedIn. By the way, we have 4,000 followers now. I already have 2,000 followers. Now.
Yay.
Yeah. So I know it's a vanity metric, but I think it's actually pretty good. The word is getting out. I need you guys to help me whittle this down. Yeah, there's a lot of applicants now for accounting, HR,
Okay.
talent. Wait, what? Why do we have 2 HR posts? Ah, god damn it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. But like, is it like the other one is? I
test.
didn't say anything because like I thought like first is recruiter and then the second one is talent.
Yeah.
Split test. See which one actually does better.
Okay.
No, actually, it should be another role. It should be actually business development. But anyway, I'm getting an offer from NAS. Do you guys know NAS? Nas is our account manager at LinkedIn. She's from Singapore. She's going to give us 4 parking spaces for 6 months for $1,000.
Okay.
So 4 roles, 6 months, $1,000, which actually works out to be pretty good. The reason why it's actually pretty good is we spend $45 per ad for 7 days. So we spend easily $200 an ad a month if we keep the ad running for an entire month. That's just on one ad. So 4 ads for 6 months for one ad, that's already $1,200. So she's going to give us 4 for $1,000. I might take that, and we just because we plan to always be hiring. Right? Yeah, so that's actually a 4 for 1. So we'll get that. We'll probably get that rolling on LinkedIn. So we'll have 4 key ads. On DN's case, maybe we limit it to just a few roles: host and online guest support.
Yeah.
And we need I don't know. We need mid-season interns right now. We need interns that come in before June. So right now, most of the internship programs start in June, but it would be nice to get some before that.
Okay.
Oh, Vita, I thought about the Surabaya case, right, for universities there. It might be difficult, and I'm just letting you heads up because I thought about it. We don't have a base in Surabaya, and it might have like some. Okay, where are they going to work, right? We'd probably have to move them to Jogja, and then they would need housing in Jogja too, and then we'd have to think about how to house them in Jogja. The most ideal position right now for interns and for university programs, unfortunately, fortunately, it is in Jogja. It reduces the logistics and reduces the complications for interns coming in. All other interns anywhere else would be taking up space for candidates, and then we have to, yeah. So I would say let's focus on Jogja for the time being for our programs. I think there's quite a lot of schools there, unless there are roles that we cannot find in Jogja. Maybe I think there's like an ETB equivalent in Surabaya, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, ETS, right? So yeah, maybe in those sectors where there's a lot of technical skills, it could be a good city to look at that. Okay, so that's just something I thought about, I noticed, and I want to bring up. Okay, need some help getting this list reduced, and also just a heads up on the messages. There were a few messages I saw in the box that might need to be followed up.
Okay.
Vita, I need some help with this one, right? This guy is finance controller. So that is, I think, on your plate. UDN. Okay, great. Okay, great. That's it.
Okay. Also, yeah, sir, I don't know, I'm not sure, yeah, gangs. Like, I got a call yesterday from Singapore, but I didn't pick up because I was in the toilet. And then, like, few moments, yeah, and then, like, a few minutes later, I got an email from LinkedIn. And it actually went to my personal email, so I'm not sure. Like, yeah, it's not even Ara Bukit Vista email. So he said that, hi, Karisma, tried to calling you, but couldn't get through. Hi, Karisma. Calling you but couldn't get through. I'm Luis from LinkedIn Talent Solution team covering the APAC region. Not sure
APAC.
what AP. Yeah, APAC. What's this?
Pacific.
What, sir?
It stands for Asia Pacific.
Okay. So I understand you have requested us to contact you. I don't, so that's weird. Happy to share more with you on how LinkedIn can help you build winning teams. Or I forgot, yeah, maybe like it's been like a few months ago that I texted LinkedIn. I asked like basically, yeah, just chit chat about how LinkedIn does like the best build winning teams and things like that. And then they just got back to me now, so I'm confused. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you guys have like questions that I can also deliver to LinkedIn about LinkedIn?
Hey, all right, I have the presentation.
What, sir?
That's a sales call. So actually listen to it. Maybe they'll give you a better deal if you're Indonesian than if you're not.
Okay.
So,
Presentation.
yeah, they'll give you a presentation about essentially building up a strong profile on LinkedIn and
I
using all the
see.
tools.
I mean, like they offer us as a employer or employee.
Employer, because
Okay.
you wrote that you're human resources on your LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
So they're targeting HR people to sell LinkedIn products. And yeah,
Oh, I
Isn't your LinkedIn profile still air support, Ara?
enggak, it's my LinkedIn already human resource.
Okay.
Gitu. I see. So it's about like promotion. Okay. What are the deals that we get now? Like 100 USD for 5 jobs for 6 months?
well, I wish it was 100 USD. It's 1,000 or yeah, 1,000 for four job slots for 6 months.
For
But
job slot.
we can rotate them. They're like parking spaces, so you can
Yeah.
rotate whatever you want in. You just have capacity of 4.
Okay. So yeah, let's see what they offer me with. Okay
Yeah.
then. Okay, so yeah, that's me. What else? Do you guys have anything to discuss? Yes, Vita.
So speaking of internship, so then like no one will come from the UI.
No, they're not coming. Not at all. Yeah, it was. I think we had 4 candidates. I don't think it was necessarily location. Or I think maybe they all talked to each other and said, "No, let's not go," because they all dropped out at the same time, which I thought was a little bit weird. Not sure what that was about, but I think UI is still okay because we had our first 3 interns from UI. There was Raka, Alia, and Aldo. So it's nothing to do with the school. It's just to do with maybe it's just bad luck.
Yeah. Okay then. Oh ya, Vita for LinkedIn ini aku proses yang mana nih? Kan mau dibagi 2 karena job street belum on kan.
Ada di
Kemarin kan
mana?
aku kemarin konten sama host, cuman hostnya ini post. And now we have content, talent, HR, sama junior accountant. So I'm going to
Business
handle
development.
Hostnya ke recommended matches aja berarti Ra. Konten sama
apanya?
recommended matches-nya best relation host specialist.
Oh, Oke. Berarti aku 2 itu ya, konten sama host recommended matches. Okay. Yes, sir.
Should we do a referral program here? Basically, any referral has a bonus. Like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 million for any candidate that you refer.
You have that
Like a
option,
re-
right?
from not internal to HR, but just like inside the company. We give a referral bonus for any person who refers a candidate that passes probation.
Isn't that what happened with Alvin and Rian? Alvin recommended Rian, right? And then
Yeah, essentially
also
like that. Yeah.
like Ivan from Maha. I mean, like it's already, or maybe you mean like we re-announce?
Yeah, like we maybe need to refresh everyone's memory that we're paying referral bonuses. I think that might help. And Alvin and Rian was actually a perfect case. They are of similar cloth, I would say. They're similar work ethic and performance standards. So that's a really good referral. And I think we can
Has
encourage more of
Alvin
that.
has Alvin get the bounty, sir?
Not sure, actually.
I don't think we have that rules previously, right? We're just
Yeah.
going to apply.
Because they knew it. I mean, I know it from Alvin.
Right. We
And
didn't have that
it's
previously.
on the contract, sir. On the
Right.
on the what? The salary bonus opportunity?
For
We?
referral bonus.
Yeah. Hiring.
Oh yeah.
But it's written hiring.
Okay. Let's go ahead and check if did Alvin get paid for that?
I'm not sure he did.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get Alvin paid for the referral bonus since Rihanna has already passed promotion.
Yeah.
And let's make it so that, yeah, we encourage more of this behavior because this is pretty good. And you gotta pay no matter what in order to, I think, draw people in. That's just the fact of reality. Okay. What should the number be? Let's make
I
it big.
think 5.
5
Oh, yeah.
million for any person who is referred. That's actually pretty compelling.
No, that's too big. No, that's too big. I mean, I don't know, for senior roles, okay, maybe like fine.
Okay, for senior role, I could agree. Let's say for host, online guest support, what are the most difficult roles to hire? Actually, host, yeah.
Accounting.
now.
Enggak,
Accounting, we have a lot of
Accountant.
applicants.
I mean, it's hard.
but no one.
It's hard because how do I say? It's not specific. Like what we are looking for is really like really specific, and
In narrow.
we don't have a lot of pool. So yeah, it makes it hard. It makes it hard.
Right. The growth mindset makes it hard. That's the most challenging
Yeah.
criteria, I think. Okay, I'll come up with a number, and but it'll be a compelling number, so that way we can get more lateral movement. Actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, Cynthia should get a bonus too. She brought in Andre, right?
No.
No, Andre came on his own.
Yeah, he met me at the base. He came by like personally and like, hey, I wanna. Yeah, he didn't apply online actually. He came to the base, knocking on the door. Can I see the HR? And I was like, hi, yes, I'm the HR. Yes, how can I help you? And they're like, hi, yes, I heard about you, Kak Ara. I really wanna have an internship in here. So is it possible? How do I apply? Do I need to come with CV? And I said, yeah, it's pretty amazing. And I said like, okay, can you please just come again tomorrow and let's have a talk and bring your CV and apply online. So yes.
Wow, that takes a lot
If
of
I
courage.
may say something, actually, Andre came from a referral from Nadine.
Yeah, I
that's
think
right.
yeah maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, let's start paying out the bonuses then, and then that will encourage more of this behavior to happen. Hopefully, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, one thing. So Nadine the other day came up to me, right? Then she asked me like, Kak, why do you think Bukit Vista, like people in UGM, like most people think like working in Bukit Vista is like exclusive and blah blah blah. And Andre actually interested to Bukit Vista because I told him because I live in Bukit Vista and we are close. So it's kind of like I don't know.
Because what? Because apa?
Like the image of working in Bukit Vista is kind of like exclusive and everything, so that's why like people are afraid.
We're elite.
Maybe because we're fancy. I don't know. I guess.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're an elite company. That's hilarious.
I wish
Yeah.
we were elite.
I mean, for students, I think maybe I don't know. Here's the thing, sir. Like, believe it or not, like it or not, still in Indonesia, like having a foreigner boss is gonna be something that is wow. Okay, so maybe that's how the student think, like, oh, I'm gonna work for an American boss, that's gonna be so cool. So it's gonna be amazing. So maybe that's how they think that we're elites, because like not every day and not easily we're gonna get like foreigner boss in Pertamina or whatever. Because I heard that like from my friend, like I don't feel like I'm confident because my English is not fluent. Meanwhile, I'm going to work with foreigners, and like you yourself said that there are a lot of foreigners employed also. So yeah, that's how they think that it's elite.
And you
At
don't
some point, using English in work, like something. Apa?
Very flattering. Thank you very much. All right. Okay.
you, you have to drink infused water.
Not flattering, but it's the fact.
The Kool-Aid. Here's a glass of Kool-Aid.
Plus, like maybe another thing is that we always posted like we have like a lot of celebration and things. Of course, that's how they think that we're elite because like, whoa, they always have celebration, which is so cool. Yet I don't know if I'm able and capable to actually work there because yeah, things like that. That's also one thing that is make people think that we're elites, I guess.
What were you about to say?
No, I was just saying, and you don't get to drink infused water every day.
Yeah, the infused water. That
Yeah.
does look elite. The infused water and the Max everywhere. Maybe.
Yeah, who said this to me? Yeah, like someone said to me, like, yeah, your Apple Apple
Store.
Apple
Yeah, Apple machine or
Yeah.
Apple machine
I was
ini
like,
apa?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's also how people think we're elite. Because everyone using MacBook, right?
I think we probably are the largest Apple purchaser now in Bali and Jogja.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only larger room where I've seen more apples was at UE, and nobody was using them because they didn't know how to use Apple.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a whole room in the library full of like iMacs, but nobody was using them. It was pretty sad. It was
Yeah.
not so good. Okay, do we want to cultivate that image or do we want to cultivate it? Well,
Like,
it's
how
hard
do you
to
gonna cultivate that?
than Four Seasons. It's like,
But I mean, yeah, Sarah, like, if there, I don't know. So we have to, if we wanna like cultivate that, then first, how, and then second of all, like,
Yeah, we don't know what makes them think like that, so we don't.
yeah, we didn't know exactly right what happened. Like, why did they think that we're elites, right? So it could be because of the Mac, it could be because of the boss, it could be because of the base, the culture, and everything. But we are not sure on why.
it is very different from any other company, right? Like it is very different from like your palm oil companies or your government jobs where I mean you look at like the way that people work here. It's we use Trello, we do video conferencing, we don't have to like drive over to each other's offices, sit around glasses of tea to talk about like things and I think it's that use of technology and that use of like really modern work. We work remotely, so maybe there's something to said about that. It is a very dose of different culture, right? That you would not be able to get right away from your immediate surroundings. Okay, all right, cool. All right, what's up?
Okay, but actually, sir, back I trying to recall my memories when I'm applying to Bukit Vista when I was an intern. So the things that I remember also that the thing is I didn't actually see it as elite. I see it more on like, whoa, this is future, you know. So like having an internship in Bukit Vista is kind of future because no one understand and it's new. And I always love to do something no one understand and new. Like it's one step forward than everyone, right? So like when people are starting to join, like, yeah, I know I've been there. So you guys are so last year. So yeah, that's the thing as a student when I was thinking about Bukit Vista, yeah, because it's something new, right? So it's future, you know. So more on that, maybe that's also how they think about it.
Got it. Okay. All right, cool. Nonetheless, let's maybe reduce our intimidation factor then. We don't want people not applying who are too. So ultimately, I remember we had a discussion about why we don't get enough applicants. And maybe Bayu's suggestion was right, that we are, he said, yeah, maybe people are intimidated because we're too cool or something. He said something of that nature. And I was like, we thought that was really odd because it felt like every day here was such a struggle that who would actually think that it was too cool to work here? But I guess from the outside, it might look, from the outside, it looks like we're doing really good. Actually, from the outside, it does look like we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I looked on LinkedIn. Our path, have you seen us on LinkedIn? It's funny. Even if you look at the analytics, it looks like this company is doing really good. Like the hiring progression is going up and up and up, and all the follower count is going up. So the general stats, like let's say for an investor or from an outside party, does make Bukit Vista look more evolutionary. Okay, great, good stuff. To a little bit of ego boosting here, yeah. Good to indulge in that. Yeah.
I think we need to book Nadine's flight back to Jogja.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like on the third of February.
Sure. Yeah, I'll make that happen. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
Also, guys, this is something that I'd like to bring, but Vita is currently in Surabaya, so maybe I don't know if you sir wanna talk to Nadine. So Nadine is actually coming back to Jogja for taking the machine, no?
Hah?
Vita, dia ke Jogja ngapain? What is Nadine doing? Because like I remember in BBWS in the
before going
third of
Jogja,
in
you
the 3rd
mean?
of February, he's going back to Jakarta, right? For a week or 10 days, I forgot. So
Yeah,
then, my question: what is she going to do in here? Like in
yeah,
Jogja, is it
machine.
taking machine? Nah, we don't have any machine. That's the problem. So I don't know. Maybe is it better to just fly her to Jakarta directly because like this is also like my friction, yeah. So we got one machine spare in here that's supposed to be for Nadine, right? But then Bayu actually gave it to VD without telling me lah. So like I don't know. Like one day I was like, Andrea was like, Kak, we don't have any machine low. But I thought Nadine is coming here for the machine, but we don't have any machine. I was like, oh yeah, really? Why? Yeah, because Bayu giving it to
Ah,
VD without me knowing. So like, yeah, that's the problem. So maybe, yeah, the thing is just a heads up. We don't have any machine. So if Nadine needs machine, maybe in Bali there is a spare machine. And if the purpose of coming to Jogja just to get the machine, I don't think it's effective because we have none.
okay, so
So
she might as
better
well just fly to Jakarta then, yeah? Okay,
yeah, that's the case.
got
So
it.
just please confirm to Nadine first, yeah, and like the
I
like
will
yes
ask
or no.
Nadine first, and then I'll get back to you, sir. So, but
Looks
Yes.
like we need to buy some more machines.
yeah, so then if that's the case, then Nadine can bring one machine from Bali.
We need machines in Bali too, don't we? For Alvin and well, no,
Uh,
Alvin's part time, right? So he should be able to use like an iMac. I'm thinking.
yeah, but also Tito's machine is going to be back on the 9th, so Alvin can use Tito's machine.
Whose machine is coming back on the 9th?
Tito,
Tito,
Oh, right. He
Tito.
won't be here, right? Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. So we'll have another spare one then. So okay, Tito was like in, out, in, out.
yeah. Actually,
Okay.
the discussion that I had with Rizky was because Tito is not satisfied with the pay.
What was the discussion?
Tito is not satisfied with the pay, but he
Uh,
doesn't want to tell.
oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. That's odd because he got a pay bump up.
Maybe Chandra knows
Yeah.
the answer.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think I would just like when somebody just wanna go, just let them go because like at some point maybe it's not as effective to hold people down. So in that case, not just the salary. I believe like when somebody just doesn't want to be here, then just let them go because it's not gonna be a good thing to hold people when they don't wanna be here anymore. I think that's
Yeah.
the case.
I mean, it can't really be about the pay then, I think, Vita, because if he was okay with it before and then he thought about it.
Thing, I had this conversation because Rizky is also mad about that, because Rizky is like, if you don't want, why didn't you just say that? Because now, if we are saying about this, it seems like we are the bad people.
Yeah.
If you have the discussion, maybe Chandra knows better because Rizky knows it from Chandra.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right. I tend to agree with Ara's case in this one. This is kind of like that Josh thing, like in out, can't decide. So if you're out, you're out. Then let's not continue to do the chase. Okay. Let's see. We do still have a shortage of machines then in Jogja, then, right? Is what you're telling me, Ara?
Is what we do what?
We have a shortage of machines in Jogja. Like somebody's
Yeah,
using the
we have zero. Yeah, we don't have any machine anymore. Just
Okay.
the iMac, yeah, but like the portable one, no. The laptop is zero because we need
Okay,
to
how
go to
does
Jakarta.
Okay, how is the small iMac doing? Is it better now, or is it still very slow?
No, it's very slow.
Okay, got it. All right, interesting. All right, looks like we have to budget for new hardware, which is good. It's
Okay.
always a sign of
Yeah.
growth.
Okay, so yeah, so we're kind of on time. It's 1 hour on time. So, do we have any other things to discuss? No. Okay, then, Mr. Secretary, would you please change the date for the next meeting? It's gonna be the 1st of February.
Is it first? Yeah. Okay.
I think so. Yeah, the first Saturday,
Yeah.
the first. Chairperson gonna be Vita. Secretary would be chairperson gonna be Jing. Secretary would be Vita. Recorder would be Ara. Okay then. Thank you for coming up online and on time today. Really do appreciate it. I wish you have a good day. Yeah. Bye.
Great day.
Bye.
Have a great day,
Great
Vita.
day.
You too, sir. Have a great day. I love you.